So, start. Do you want to say Harmonic Pastures or sing?
Welcome to the Harmonic Pastures.
Okay, welcome. Go.
Welcome to the Harmonic Pastures.
Go.
Welcome to the Harmonic Pastures. No, let's try that again. Okay. Welcome to the Harmonic Pastures.
No, do that again.
Alright.
Do it without smiling or smirking.
Welcome to the Harmonic Pastures.
Hey, Anthony.
How you doing, Colin? What's up, brother? How you feeling?
Really well. How are you?
I'm alright. Hanging out.
Well, here we are in the middle of the garden in the mind's eye. And, some of your songs are a little bit like that, aren't they? I mean, there's definitely a Indian type of American Indian spiritual feel. Let's say like Harmonic Pastures, which we're going to see the video for very shortly.
Okay.
Harmonic Pastures. Where did you get your inspiration for that?
Harmonic Pastures was originally written in New York.
Right.
I just got the lyrics. It was like kind of like a poem, and then I started drawing little pictures about it. And over like years, I just kind of developed the song.
Right.
New parts came in. I think the biggest part of Harmonic Pastures was when I moved to San Francisco, and a friend of mine gave me some of that Jamaican tobacco.
Oh right, yeah.
You know, and
you know the one.
You know the one. And
well, come on.
Come on, we gotta be serious. And no, you know, there was in San Francisco. They have these drum circles that are amazing, man. I mean, you know, where everybody,
a whole load of people get together.
Everybody gets together. It's on Hippie Hills, Sharon Meadow,
a little bit like down in Camden Town.
Never like Camden Town.
Oh,
they really kill the vibe
right,
here,
okay,
you know.
yeah,
But in San Francisco, it's it's a really beautiful vibe. I mean, you've got right on Hippie Hill. This is where Janis Joplin used to write her music, and the Doors and Grateful Dead all hung out and played music back in the days.
Okay, were they inspirational figures for you?
Definitely the '60s, most definitely. I'm inspired by everything. I mean, you can go back to the 1800s. It doesn't matter. Music is pretty universal. I mean, it all is part of the same root. It just keeps growing out. It's endless.
Okay, going back to Harmonic Pastures. I mean, is there tones of shamanism in there? I mean, is it traditional sort of American Red Indian type?
Native American
Indians? Yeah, Native American Indians. Is it because it feels like that type of music?
Does it feel like that for you?
I think so. Yeah.
And I'm glad for that. I mean, I think that for me, it's like any native or anywhere you go in the world is going to resonate with the nature that's around them. Even natives that live in the city.
Yeah.
And
city natives.
City natives. I tell you what, I'm like Nazareth. That's the back of Tarzan. You know, it's like come to the city
natives
from the
in a
jungle,
town near you.
Yeah. It's native indigenous in terms of like people listening to music and the nature itself. So you get where I come from, you have eagles and gators and rattlesnakes and
wild.
It's wild. It's pretty wild, and I always looked at Harmonic Passages kind of like almost like a triumph. I know with the events that are happening politically in the world today, I think that you know, the song is, when it hits the second part, it really just crashes through whatever's in front of you. It's like that splash of water, like the ocean, just a crash of a wave, and it just, you realize that nature's gonna, you could take down anything at any time. And that, you know, it's corny because you look at movies like Avatar, and that's based off native tradition, including the Maoris, which is, I think it's really close to Maori tradition in New Zealand.
Very much so, yes.
Very much so. Yeah. There's a lot of similarities. It's funny that, you know, I would like to see more Native people, or just people in general, make these movies as well. Yeah. Because I think, you know, the spiritual ideas and the things that we were brought up with, and the stories and such, they come through songs like Harmonic Passages. Even if I just kind of like, you know, you just have the beginning. Very classical and gentle, and even if you, because we're in Europe now, we're in London.
It does sound almost Spanish, a little bit type of maybe, but West Coast America had its influence from Spain as well, didn't it?
All over the place. Mexico, Spain, you've got the Polynesian islands, you have the Native American tradition. The West is the best, baby. I love San Francisco. I love San Francisco. I just love California, man. California rocks, you know?
You was talking about more natives getting involved in, you know, maybe filmmaking, stuff like that. Have you've been in a couple of films, haven't you?
I've done little parts every now and different things, yeah.
Yeah. What was the most memorable?
The most memorable thing, I thought, probably the Down South video for the original African Indians.
Oh, right,
people still rave about that video because they love the, you know, I mean, it's on the album now, the Thunder Tracks. And
Anthony,
could
you just introduce it to everyone?
Oh my God, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen, coming from Down South, Ann Hatcher and the original African Indians present Down South. Better ask your mom.
Okay, I better ask your mom.
We're back. Black and black.
We are back in the spiritual garden of the mind's eye. And here is Anthony Hatcher, who hasn't been here for a long time, have you, Anthony? When was the last time you came here?
Came where?
Here.
To this pagoda?
Yeah.
This is my first time here. Can you believe it? This place is beautiful. You're going to see some pictures of it.
Okay, what shall we talk about? Let's talk about your early career in the music industry. The original African Indians wasn't your first band, was it? No. So come on, come on.
It's
divulge. Come on.
All right. Well, me and my brother Ray had a band when we were kids.
Right. Okay.
And we were teenagers and doing dirty limericks and dirty songs and stuff. My brother Renard, I love him, man. He's the man. You know, he's got his family back home. But we used to make like dirty limericks about Harlem. In Harlem. Okay. Yeah, Harlem, New York.
Yeah.
135th Street, Lenox Avenue, Lenox Terrace.
Okay.
You know?
We're going to wipe that bit. But, yeah, talking about Harlem, your family was from around there, and I believe your grandfather was also from around the area?
Yeah, Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah.
But he's originally from South Carolina. He's a Geechee black Indian. You know, the Geechee is a little bit different from the South, and he came to New York when he was quite young. Yeah. He had that family debt because of our brother Willie, his brother Willie,
right.
My great uncle, and he was a hustler. He had to make money in the streets of New York, and later on he became the leader of the Numbers Gang, and also helped. And
there was books written about him.
Yeah.
He was on the list for
Harlem
the
Godfather.
FBI or the CIA or the whole list of all of them.
Yeah.
And eventually, wasn't it made into a film with Denzel Washington and was Russell Crowe? Or just Denzel Washington?
I think Russell Crowe's, yeah, but that movie is mostly fictional. I mean,
yeah. What was that movie called?
American Gangster.
American Gangster.
Yeah,
so if you've seen American Gangster, Anthony's grandfather, Bumpy Hatcher, was in that film.
Start that again.
Incorrect. We are going to get it. The full
in the film American Gangster, my grandfather Bumpy Johnson, Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson, they depicted him, but they didn't depict him correctly. My grandmother refuted that. She was 93 years old when she wrote the book Harlem Godfather with Karen Kionis Miller, and what it was is that he wasn't the chauffeur of my grandfather. My grandfather didn't even have a chauffeur because he's like me. He liked to drive, and there was a brother named Flash Walker that actually took his place. I don't blame Frank so much. I think, you know, he got an opportunity to make a little bit money, but the information in the movie is incorrect, and you know, Frank knows it, you know, because he knows my grandmother's not alive. She was one of the most powerful, beautiful people on the planet, and you know, everybody in the community loved her. She helped the whole entire world, and Frank should be really ashamed, but I forgive him just like I forgive the world.
How well did you know your grandfather? Or did you...
He died about a year and a half before I was born.
Okay, so you didn't get to meet him at all?
No, but there was always stories about my grandfather.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, everybody came up to me. There was one story when the owner of the Lenox Lounge, I came in, I'd been back in New York, I had visa problems at the time, and I was just having trouble just trying to get in out, just move around the planet, really. Yeah. And I came in and I would talk with the owner, and he's like, "Where you come from?" Because, you know, I look a little bit peculiar, even in Harlem, you know. And I was like, "Oh, I'm from 135th Lenox. You know, I used to go here to Rice High School, which is right next to it." And he goes, "Well, who's your parents?" And I said, "Margaret Johnson." He says, "Who's your grandmother?" I said, "Mamie Johnson." And he looked at me and said, "Who's your grandfather?" And I said, Bumpy Johnson, and the whole place just, you know, by looking around, looking up and stuff like that, everybody started talking amongst each other, and I just, little jazz club in the back, beautiful place, the Lenox Lounge. And when he started talking, he told me a story that when he was young, he was a young guy, and him and his younger brother were playing in Harlem, and my grandfather just happened to see the kids playing, and he saw that they were just wearing sweaters. And they didn't have any real clothes to wear. Right. Any jackets and stuff. So my grandfather went up to him and he says, "You know, where your jackets at?" And the little boys, you know, they go, you know, we don't have any jackets. Yeah, this is, you know, the mother used to stitch up the clothes.
The clothes, just to make
the clothes together.
That's right. Keep them warm.
And he went up to him and he's got him, and his brother, and got a few other kids from the neighborhood.
Bird of prey, by the way.
Oh, beautiful. We got a bird of play flying overhead.
Bird of prey. Bird of
paradise. Yeah.
It's a kestrel or a kite or something. It's bigger than a kestrel.
It's going to come kill us. No, I'm just kidding.
Sparrowhawk.
No. But what he did was, what my grandfather is that he took the kids and he got cars and he took them down to Macy's.
And got them?
Bought them like down
Macy's,
jackets.
the
all
big
these kids,
store.
all these little ragtag Harlem kids, bought them right into Macy's department store, and bought all the kids new clothes, you know, new jackets, and I think Macy's must have been like kind of like.
Oh my God!
You know, back then it's like the 50s and everything. They kind of like
riot.
Yeah, man! I tell you, the first riot. You know,
the
kids
first riot in Macy's ever. Right. So now that we touched on your.
Well, I think you could maybe talk about the album a little bit because
yeah. I don't know
some of the tracks.
Yeah. So
I can mention it.
Yeah, you go for it. As such, I'm just thinking, what is it called? Thunder Tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got the new album coming out, Thunder Tracks.
It's already out.
Yeah, and
some things else are coming out too.
Anticipating good things for this?
Yeah.
Are you bursting out?
Yeah, I'm bursting out all over the place.
On
It's
camera.
like magic, man. I tell you, no more James Brown splits for me.
Right. So where can you get the album?
You can go on iTunes or on Amazon. Is the Thunder Tracks album
By the original African.
By the original African Indians with a Z, and.
Okay, well, we're best. Yeah, just hold on.
Another one bites the dust. Hiya. See what you're all about. Ugh, nasty. Don't fall! Don't jump! Don't jump, Colin!
Okay, so here I am with Anthony Hatcher from the original African Indians, and Anthony is here today to talk to us about the release of Thunder Tracks, which has 11. Sign of the Devil, dude.
No, nothing to do with the devil.
Sign of the Devil, man. 11. Do they ever do this, Sign of the Devil? At your
Never,
concerts?
man. Only when I was a teenager going to the Ozzy and Black Sabbath concerts.
Serious? And are you a religious person? Would you say you're a religious person?
No, absolutely not. No
you're
religion.
not a religious person.
No religion, just faith.
Just faith. And how would you describe your faith orientation? Is it spiritualist, or it doesn't pertain to any religion?
No, I say keep it native and nothing. I'm looking at it right now. I look at it every day. I love the nature. I love just to be able to breathe clean air and drink clean water and just take care of the things around me. Just plant something, you know.
Okay, before we get too much into this hippie stuff, let's talk about something like I from the track.
This track I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad track, man. That was made in New York with.
You mean bad? Good.
Bad. So.
Sign of the devil, dude.
Like the devil. No. It's like, Jesus, Christmas. Okay. See, oh, that's religious.
That's religious
Jesus
too.
and Christmas, no. But no. I is a track that was made in New York, and it's with Mike's originally with Mike Strawber and Ken Schulk from Candiria.
Mike Strawber. Who's Mike Strawber? Mike Strawber.
Oh, Mike Strawber and Ken Schulk.
And Ken Schulk.
Yeah, and Mike is a bassist that I grew up with in New York, and Ken was another brother that we played with, an amazing drummer. And we all got together and we did these songs. It was originally something that I wrote in Japan when I lived in Japan with the lyrics, and then I came to New York and I wrote out the guitar line, and then we all just performed the songs, and it's just an amazing hardcore track that's always resonated with me. I just felt like some of the tracks on the album, like were music that it didn't matter if I released it 20 years ago or if I released it tomorrow, it would still have the same impact on people. And it's stood this test of time.
What are you hoping that this impact of the track would be on people? What would be your best scenario?
I is a very introspective track. I mean, even on the photo that I put together for I, it's like almost like a playing card with the negative and the positive.
You're gonna see it now.
Yeah, and
well, hopefully.
yeah. So yeah.
You still got the picture.
Well, I think it's important because, like I said, you know, this is one song that whenever we play it on stage, no matter what kind of music you listen to, people listen. It's got the heavy guitars and the trumpets, and it's got an emotion. It's easy for me to sing. It's like second nature, and it's very introspective. It really deals with, you know, who you are and your conflict inside of yourself.
Right. Again, this seems to be a current sort of theme amongst the tracks, that you've got this very shamanic, spiritualistic, harmonic pastures. And now you're using words like introspective.
Well, I know I'm feeling really like, you know, I should just start speaking Cherokee or something like that. You know, it's like, I mean...
Do you think you're on a spiritual quest?
I think everybody, whether you know it or not, are on some type of spiritual quest. I just don't want to be part of the New Age hokey fanoky stuff. I like to keep it really native and keep it down to earth. And
how would you describe someone like yourself, travelling around different places, performing your music? Is that not a troubadour?
Yeah, it's like a bard. I always thought of myself like, you know, like there's a lot of bards that want to. It's very hard to travel, I must say, right now. And you know, for me, the borders are like the Berlin Wall, and this has got to stop. It's like they're killing all the music and the musicians in one way or another. Woo! And
do you have a gloomy outlook, or do you have
no?
a
I have a, it's like I said, it's like I got as much negative as I do. You got to wait.
And now for some Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, you got to wait.
Sorry, was Leonard Cohen one of your?
Not really, but I'm sure that the people that you know that listen to I'm sure I've been inspired by someone that has listened to Leonard Cohen. That's where music is so special. You always have that 9 degrees of, everybody influences everybody. I mean, I like everything from Barry Manilow to Kiss to, I was thinking about it, Louis Armstrong is amazing.
Her name was Lola, she was a showgirl.
Here we go again.
You did say it, Barry Manilow.
Yeah,
okay,
don't jump, Colin, don't jump.
Another track, what's another track?
Well, there's Your Conscience. Your Conscience. It's like Your Conscience.
Okay, I'm here with Anthony Hatcher from the Original African Indians, and we're talking about his released album, Thunder Tracks. And we talked a little about how introspective some things can be and spiritual. This track is called Yo Conscience.
Yeah.
Now what would a track like Yo Conscience be about?
Silence, real humility with your conscience, because you can't lie to you. If you want to lie to yourself, then you're really living a lie. And I think your conscience is one thing that speaks truth. And it doesn't matter what color, where you're from, what your breed is. You got to listen to that inner voice, even if it tells you to be humble. You have to be humble and listen to the conscience, because the conscience comes from Creator. And I think the song is really it's powerful. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's a kind of a strange little mix, but it's as best as I could record it. It originally came from a friend of mine named Anand, and he brought the track to me, and I just, it was very simple. And then I went in the studio and I elaborated on it. Got the electric guitars from Russ Wilson, bad guitar player. Everybody in the Indians is always just
what are the lyrics about?
Succeeding is just like your love, just keep breathing, let the seething go, flow into new seasons. You can reason for days, but let God be praised, raising us and writing the book. Today's a new page. Unfazed by what they relay, the sun beats strong on the hearts of those who betray. What did he say? Thou shalt not start. Or did you forget you've been dealt with? Here we are, breathing the same air, wearing the same skin, straight, dreaded, bushy or curly hair. Everywhere, children, I'm praying for you to tell the truth. Show me the way to ride to rainbows and visions. We are as we make, gleam over great, unpolluted lakes, and no more rat race. And then the chorus is, from your deepest valleys, I can see who you are. From the sky, you don't seem so far. No matter where I go, there you are. And it goes on, but I think that's, the idea is just bringing people together. It's just got that kind of natural swing on it.
And that's what they call poetry.
That's a good one, man. I think it's awesome, man. Don't fall. Your wife will never forgive me. I tell you.
Okay. That's down to the last minute, that was. It says no minutes left, and it's still recording, so it's in the last minute, so we timed that. Okay. Great on that. That was just a tape that I was filling up. Coming towards me in slow.
Not for the harmonic pastures.
Yeah, for the harmonic pastures.
Do I have to keep doing the same thing?
No.
Can I just kind of just relax with it a little bit?
You could do like giant steps, yeah?
Yeah.
Like giant steps.
Hold on for a second.
I was saying.
No. I don't know. I don't feel that. Hold on. It's not that type of song to do that.
Well, come on, feel it. You know it.
Huh?
You've got to embody it on that. But quick, before the sun goes in.
Okay, let's try it again. Oh, people coming.
Doesn't matter.
You sure?
Oh, right, okay. It's just so surreal.
You can talk about anything that you want. But the thing about the pipe is that when you think about it, it's not really one of those things that you can't look at really carefully. It's one of those things that are extra dimensional and quite cosmetic. Yes, it is. This is the first pipe that I ever smoked when I was a kid. Yeah. Is it my breath? Yeah. Sometimes more is less is more.
Yeah. And rolling.
Okay. Let's see how that works. You said you wanted to. You wanted some of that? Damn it! How come you want to fuck with me now? Okay. Make sure my belly ain't sticking out. All right. Lost a lot of weight.
It probably will be sticking out.
You think so?
Well, no, that's not so bad. It's tucked in there now. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Go back a little. Yeah. Okay. That's the first. You're going to start there. Ready? Okay. That's ready to go. Poses. Arms out. Arms out. Get those arms out. Yeah. That's it. Pose and then back. Backwards. Stop pose.
Try something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What different poses?
Let me face full speed at the camera.
Yep. Hey, do it, do it.
This is weird.
Face this way when you're hugging. Just face this way. You're cuddling a tree. You're not making love to it.
That's weird, man.
Okay, come on. Do the next one. Go for
Okay.
the next one.
Next
Yeah.
one is
Back against the wall. Yeah. Pose. Right. Next one. Yeah. Hand against the wall. Facing this way. Hand right out against the wall. Yeah. Facing this way. Yeah. That's it. Pose. Yeah. Next one.
Head.
Yeah. Head against the wall. Yeah. Hands down. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Leg up against the wall. Cock right up, looking towards us. Down you go then. You can even get the next one up if you want to do the leg against it on that one.
the leg against it.
Yeah.
How? Got a rip in my pants.
Yeah. Balance, yeah. Balance, yeah. Your flute between your head and it.
What am I? Yeah. Yeah. No. Freaking. Nah.
No, it's okay.
I don't know. You know, it's not nothing that you can do. Walk there.
We should walk there. You can be on that side this time. I'll put the hat around. And now, yeah, I'm trying to face to
Well, maybe you have to kind of go like do this a little bit more, so then we can just go all the way down and stuff.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, if we done that though, there would be certain similarities in the video. What the goals. It's clear at the top of the hill there, isn't it? well, no, there's a lovely little park down there, and it's got a little pond here as well. So we could get some reflections. Yeah, we do reflections and stuff. Oh.
Hey everybody! Mwah!
It's me! Gone into the camera and down into the camera. Yeah, and then that was a nice shot just then. That was nice and dreamy. Yeah, lots of smiling as well. Okay, let's try and slow down the movement. Yeah, so it's better. Yeah, really slow it down. It's blurring in here. That's cool. Right, stay there a second, stay there. Right. Go. Stay still, sorry. Okay. Go back again, backwards. Looking at me. Go backwards, all the way back that way again. Yeah? Keep looking at me. Keep looking at me. Keep looking at me. Okay, I've lost you again. Okay, right, stay there, stay there. Look at me through the gap. That's it, stay there. Right, off the camera. That's it. Keep looking at me, keep walking. Keep walking towards me. Keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. Okay. Get to the doorway and do a crucifix towards me. Yeah. And look at the camera and convey the message just with your eyes. Just with your eyes.